So the next tool we're going to run is the drainage line processing, and we've segmented off all of our stream locations, which will help us to create that drainage line for us. So I need to look through my list here, and this is the tool I need. It's called drainage line processing. I'm going to drag and drop that here. I'm probably going to put it like right here and kind of horizontally to my fill sink. And I need to connect some inputs, so I know it's going to need my flow direction grid. So I'm going to input that as a flow direction grid. And I also know that it's going to need my thing that I just created here from last time. So I'm going to input that as a stream link. And I'm going to get rid of this little floating thing here. Don't need that anymore. Go ahead and kind of pan over here to the right and make this a little bit neater because this model is going to get quite huge after a while. Going to right click on this and choose open. Make sure it's going to get saved into my geo database. So I'm going to call this DRLN for drainage line and add the 663 numbers to the end here. I'll click save and click OK. Right click on this and choose run. This single operation is going to create kind of a wealth of information for us here. So let me turn off the layers that are underneath and minimize my model here. Going to right click on this and open my attribute table and look at all of this information. We have from information to information. We have shape length because it's in a geo database. So if you're needing to run any kind of stormwater calculations, you have the length of that drainage line already here for you. Hydro ID, grid ID, and next down ID. Now some of this stuff may not make sense to you, and I'm actually not going to explain it in this particular video. You are more than welcome to check out the Arc Hydro book that Dr. David Mamet has written, which will help explain what some of this stuff means and what it does. There's also PDF documentation that comes with the Arc Hydro plugin that is also very informative, that explains more about what all of this information means. So here are my drainage lines. I'm going to turn on maybe a map that goes underneath just to see what that looks like a little bit better here. And we can see that that came out pretty good, all considering. So those are my drainage lines.